Come a little closer, you little fuck. Come here, come here. Do you want some legacy? Yeah, I got legacy for you, bitch. If everyone's got cloud posts and they're casting Carl and the great creators and then using them to lock you out of the game with Mycosynth Lattice, then what's the best way to combat that? Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Yes, that's it. It's our old friend Wasteland. He's here and he's ready to blow up some fucking posts. There are a couple of good Wasteland decks in the format. There are Death and Taxes decks, there are Lands decks, there are Loam decks, and then there's kind of an in-between between Loam and D&T. Like D&T's bigger mid-range brother with a slightly worse combo matchup, or sister I guess, because most of the cards are female. It's Maverick. This is Maverick. Now, I've played Maverick on the channel before. It's normally green, white, splashing another colour, a little bit of black here and there, sometimes a little bit of blue. This deck is base green, white that I'm playing today. It's a creature-based toolbox deck looking to use and abuse the new Vivian to an extent. I was originally running 3 of her, but I just wanted to try and get the creature count up. So I've cut another removal spell, I've cut another Vivian since I played on Channel Viable to try and run more creatures. As you can see, it is base green, white. The only difference is that we're playing a Leovold in our main deck. Primarily, 95% of the time we just want a green suns for it where it's relevant against combo decks or blue decks that are looking to cantrip their way to victory like Miracles or perhaps Grixis Control. We do have 1 drop and 2 Bayous to be able to cast this Leovold. The reason we have 2 Bayous over the 1 blue source is that our sideboard has 3 copies of Thoughtseize, 2 copies of Zealous Persecution, and 4 Leyline of the Void to give us game against certain other decks in the format. We're playing 4 Green Sun Zeniths and 2 Vivians to allow us to find the silver bullets that we need. We have a lot of synergistic sort of engines in the deck. We can go for things like Ramunap Excavator Wasteland locks. We can go for Ramunap Excavator plus Tireless Tracker to loop fetch lands to grind out value. We can use Thalia to put off combo, Gaddock Teague to pinpoint take out certain parts of combo. No, the Maverick itself allows us to get Despine Stage or Dark Depths and kill them with a 2020. This again is the thing that Maverick over time has sometimes used, but it's gone in and out of favour with Maverick players. I sometimes play it, I sometimes don't. Sometimes it allows you to win games that you don't deserve to win. Other times you draw your Dark Depths when you need a 3rd or 4th mana source and die. So yeah, there's definitely arguments for and against that strategy. The other weirder silver bullets that I'm playing are things like Eternal Witness. I don't tend to play Eternal Witness in Maverick, that's more of a Nick fit thing, but I'm playing it here because I want to be able to get back all these sweet fucking cards. I'm playing 1 Walking Ballista as well. So Walking Ballista alongside Palace Jailer are the 2 non-green sort of silver bullets that we only have 1 copy of. We can dig for these cards off of our card advantage engines like Leovold, Sylvan Libraries and Vivians, but we can't green suns for them. It makes them awkward, but they do perform pretty good roles against certain archetypes. Walking Ballista being good against Death and Taxes, which apparently according to MTG Goldfish is the most popular deck in the format right now, where Palace Jailer is good against anything that can't threaten the monarchy. So that's decks that only make singular creature threats that you can take out with it, or decks that can't go wide enough. This version of the deck is low on removal, with only 2 Plowshares, 1 Assassin's Trophy, and then I guess Palace Jailer and Walking Ballista performing removal roles as well, alongside Umezawa's Jitte. Traditionally, I'd be on like 4 Swords to Plowshares, a Trophy, and an Abrupt Decay, but I'm trying to minimise the non-creature spells so that Vivian is at her peak. Perhaps I'm making the deck worse by doing this for Vivian, but I still really enjoy Vivian. She's very, very, very good with Knight of the Reliquary. She allows it to attack and have reach to be able to block like Delvers or even a Marit Lage in a pinch after attacking, and then it can tap on their end step because it's got Vigilance to go and get the land that you need, whether that be Thespian Stage, Dark Depths, a Horizon Canopy, a Caracas or whatever. It's just really quite strong. I think Vivian is really, really good. The actual full shell for it, I'm not sure. Maybe it's not actually Maverick per se, and you want to play it in a more creature toolbox deck than even this is. I'm not sure, but Vivian is very, very powerful, giving you flash threats and card advantage and the ability to attack and block. Although this isn't one of my main videos for the week, of course it was still brought to you by ChannelFireball.com, the main sponsor of the channel. They have a great store and website where you can buy Magic singles and sealed product over at ChannelFireball.com, and you should probably go sub to their YouTube channel as well. I put content out on there now and again, and also we have like people like Andrea Mangucci, LSV, Reed Duke, all the best names in Magic alongside myself. I'm also going to shout out my patrons as well. Without my Patreon, I wouldn't be able to do this full time. I wouldn't be able to put out 3 to 5 to 6 videos a week. I wouldn't be able to grind out this Magic content and live this life that I'm very much enjoying because I fucking love Magic. The people on screen at the moment are the biggest names amongst my Patreon. If you want to get involved, for just $2 a month, you can have access to the Discord server where you can come and hang out and chat shit and get banged. Or not get banged. Getting banged is not mandatory. Also, if you want to support the channel and get something more physical for doing so, there is these t-shirts on sale now. This is the Better Lucky Than Good PleasantKenobi t-shirt, but even with the logo there inside the dice, designed by Mike, a fan of the channel. This t-shirt is available now for sale in a link down in the description below. All proceeds go towards basically helping me sustain a full-time job and also help to support the channel directly. These t-shirts are available now for about 25 days from day of recording of this video. From upload, probably 24 days. Once they're gone, they're gone. There will be no more. They're basically reserve list, because, you know, Wizards have taught us that reserve lists are a great fucking thing, aren't they? Yep, so they're a limited run print. They're going to be print to demand, so as many people can place their orders, they'll all be sent out at the end of the campaign, and then they're gone, and I'll do another t-shirt campaign in a few months' time or whatever. But please check them out and pick up one if you want to support the channel and show the world your support for PleasantKenobi, the luckiest scrub alive. I'm not even that lucky. Joke is better lucky than good. Because being good is fucking hard, and being lucky, I guess, is easy when you are lucky. But I'm not lucky. If you ever watched the stream, I'm not fucking lucky. Right, let's see if I can be lucky.
Let's go.
We have won the die roll. We will go first. We've got Hierarch and a Caracas and Assassin's Trophy. It's average. Keep. We have a removal spell, we have acceleration, we have a way to draw deeper into our deck, and we have an answer to legendary permanents like Emrakul and Grizzlebrand, so it's not all bad. Pointy Hat Beast has kept his hand, so we are going to... or kept their hand, should I say. We shouldn't make the assumption. Other people do play Magic as well, other than men. We're going to play a Noble Hierarch. Badlands from them. Is it going to be some sort of Reanimator? Probably, let's be honest. With the omnipresence of Khan in the format, it does seem like Reanimator might be on the uptick now because it seems to be okay against Cloudpost, supposedly. How true that is, I don't know. Slam a Stoneforge Mystic, grab ourselves a sort of Fire and Ice, I guess, to draw some more cards and pass the turn. Ultimately, equipments just aren't very good against Reanimator anyway. Delta cracked for Underground Sea. This might just be some sort of Grixis control or mid-range that happens to be playing on one of Badlands. We just get himmed. We lose Assassin's Trophy and Horizon Canopy, but we get to keep the sword, which is nice. And we drew Jitte. Interesting. We get in for 1. We pass back with the plan to make an equipment on their end step. They make K-Command in response, but we'll still get equipment out of it. I'm going to bait the K-Command with the Jitte because I'm much more keen for the... Or am I? Yes, I am. K-Command, kill my Stoneforge, kill my Jitte? No, they're going to wait. They're going to wait. Okay. Kind of really want to play Vivian here. But I also want to equip the Jitte. Which we can do if we equip the Stoneforge. Then the Fire and Ice isn't going anywhere. We equip Jitte and we cast Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. Force of Will on our Vivian. Interesting. If they have K-Command plus Force, this turn has been real bad for us. Yeah, that's about as brutal as it gets. Like, could not be worse. So whilst Force of Will was a 2-for-1 on our side, K-Command and Hymn to Turok were both 2-for-1s as well. And there's a Strix, so we can't attack through it, which is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. If they had not had either Force or the K-Command, we would have probably been in a good spot, but they had both. So, what can you do? Jugabog makes their Gomags a little bit worse, I guess. At the moment, we're quite a removal light build in the pre-board games. Looking to have more of a toolbox in terms of creatures, which makes Belvin Strix kind of a problem. Fire and Ice would normally deal with that problem, but Fire and Ice has obviously been caught out by the K-Command plus Force of Will turn from last turn. Well, okay then. That's a Narset, meaning that Sylvan Library and Tireless Tracker are not good cards here. Oh, they found a Jace. Fucking yippity-doo-dah, yippity-day. Why oh why. I wish we could... I'm going to opt to attack Narset here to just try and get the Strix off the field so that we can start pressuring walkers with creatures a bit further down the line. It doesn't feel great, but it also means they can't, like, just defend their Narset and Jace forever. They've revealed Liliana's Triumph. I think this game is over. We want to draw Green Sun Zenith so we can go get Leovold. I think that's our best option. They cast a Ponder. They're tapped out. So we get to kill Narset at least. We do Wasteland, which is not great. So I'm going to Wasteland them to minimise the amount of mana they have access to. It's a bit shit, I'm not going to lie, but it means they cast less spells potentially next turn. Jace is drawing them a card every single turn, and we have drawn land after land for the last 2 turns. 3 turns, sorry. 3 turns. There's that Gurmag Angler, yo. So we drew everyone's favourite mother, the Mother of Runes. Does allow us to pressure Jace next turn with our Noble, but they'll probably just bounce it, to be honest. I'm keeping my Windswept Heath up so we can get Dryad Arbor to be able to sack it to Liliana's Triumph. Here it comes. There's the bounce of our mother, so at least we're, like, pressuring Jace, kind of? K-Command continues to be one of my least favourite cards to play against because it's always so fucking good. So unbelievably, salt-inducingly good. Can we draw some actual gas? Just one bit of gas. A Green Sun Zenith, for example. Kind of gas-like. Does it resolve? Question mark. It does resolve, so we get to look at the top card of our 3 cards of our library. We do find a Bird of Paradise. Flash that bird in to be able to block that Gurmag Angler to keep our Vivian around for one more turn. I guess Knight of the Reliquary would be a considerably large creature. Gurmag attacks Vivian. We flash in Birds of Paradise off of our Vivian. And we're going to try and go to blocks. We have 6 cards in hand and 5 mana open, so there's a very good chance if it doesn't resolve or dies to a push or a bolt. Or even a Snapcasted Colligan's Command. Do we get to block? We do indeed. We get to keep Vivian around for another turn, which is nice, I guess. She's probably going to down tick herself into Oblivion and draws another card. Snapcaster K-Command my Vivian. A. And that they're going to draw step to make us discard. Oh, you fucker. We don't actually have the blue mana because we have to use Windswept Heath to get a Dryad Arbor. I'm going to scoop to this so they don't know about the extra colour in our deck. That was a gruesome brutality. You know in like Mortal Kombat when they rip your spine out and fuck you up the arse with it? Well, that's what that felt like. So we're going to bring in Chokes. We're going to bring in Council's Judgment. Deals with Planeswalkers and creatures, I guess. I'm going to cut Thalia's because it's not a combo matchup, so I don't really care too much. And we're going to go with that. We've got 22 creatures in the deck, which means Vivian actually subpar. I think 24, I think, is the minimum number. We have 25. I was trying to force more creatures into the deck, but cutting things like Green Sun Zenith and removal felt bad. We're going to play first. Yeah, we'll keep this. They've mulled to 6. Maybe we will stand a chance when they don't cast multiple K-Commands and Force Wills in the same fucking turn. We're going to leave a Savannah and hope they don't wasteland us. We've got enough lands in hand that if they did wasteland us, we wouldn't mind too much. That's a Scalding Tarn. We drew Mum, which is pretty good here. We're going to play Mum, play a Dryad Arbor, and then we're going to use Green Suns to go and get something, you know, that actually threatens them, as opposed to just getting a Mana Dork here. Brainstorm from our opponent in main phase after cracking a Tarn. I feel like they haven't drawn the land they wanted to be able to brainstorm and then crack a Tarn to transform shit in their hand into pure gold, like some form of fecal alchemy. The brainstorm did find them another land though, which they're now cracking. Is this going to be a red or black source to kill the Mother of Runes? No, it's a needle to name Mother of Runes, I would assume. Well, I was correct. Well, as Mum can't protect shit right now, we're going to get in with Mum. And then we're going to go in Green Suns for a Scooze this turn. Probably a Leovold the turn after. Actually, if this resolves, I might get Galactic to protect. No, because I can't Green Suns after Galactic. This gets forced. So we're not going to see a Baleful, Scooze come down to pressure them for getting Gurmags on. Oh, boy. That's fucking not good. In the slightest. Goodbye, Dryad Arbor. Fuck's sake. Okay, well, we can't Green Suns for Leovold next turn, so that's a bit shit. Considering our deck is full of fucking creatures, I'm very surprised at how many of these bastard lands we've been drawing. Maybe I should have cut a land in favour of another creature, like another Dork or something, perhaps, but that wouldn't exactly help in this matchup where everything's dying to Liliana the Last Hope. If you have a Liliana's Edict, we're going to be fucking boned. I'm going to run out the Stoneforge Mystic first. Grab a Jit that I can play this turn. This opens us up to a K-Command, but that means that, well... what can I do against K-Command, I guess, right? Like, getting Leovold is a thing. Perhaps getting Leovold as early as possible against the Brainstorm deck is good. We've also drawn a card off of whatever removals they had for him, including Liliana's, her Edict effect. Oh man, I should have got Leovold. Oh, I should have got Leovold. I was playing around an Edict. Stoneforge can't even get in with him as I was Jitte now because Liliana will shrink her power. So this has gone from bad to fucking worse. Cracking a Tarn, casting a Ponder, and passing the turn back to us. Can we draw some gas? Because I've fucked up the gas we had. That's pretty good gas in all fairness. Will it resolve, though? That's the question. Let's get a Trop, so if we draw Leovold, we can cast. Let's play this Sword of Fire and Ice. Oh, okay, right, no push, no bolt, one time. One time dealer. Hands in the air, roller coaster. Oh my god, it equipped. So here we attack them. We get to shoot Liliana for 2 and draw a card. So that puts Liliana kind of in check. We drew Green Suns too. Okay. That one open window of getting Fire and Ice through counter magic has helped us get back into this game. Now they can K-command the sort of Fire and Ice here. And make us discard. And we just got the Plowshares and then we can Green Suns for a Leovold or similar. We have to stop to think, is it better to just Green Suns for Knight of the Reliquary? Excavator can also then bring back Dryad Arbor from our graveyard to give us insurance against an Edict effect. If we draw a fetch land, getting a tracker might just be the correct answer as well. That's a Narset. That means we don't get to draw off our sort of Fire and Ice, which is kind of annoying. Turok to hand, okay. Well, if we don't get to draw cards, neither do you, my friend. We now have a Leovold, so we're going to get to draw cards. If they target any of us off in their turn, we'll draw at least 1 card. We attack their face, dealing 1 damage. We trigger Fire and Ice. We shoot Narset for 2 here, taking her to 1, meaning they can't use it to draw more cards. We would draw a card, but Narset's static ability says each opponent can draw no more than 1 card each turn, which is the same text that Leovold has, which kind of actually explains how powerful Narset actually is. So when they Liliana our Stoneforge, we will get to draw a card off the second clause of Leovold, because we have to draw 1 card per turn, and we haven't drawn a card in their turn yet. Okay, Snapcaster Mage. Well, they're not going to Brainstorm, right? So they're going to Thoughtseize us? No, they're gonna cast Ponder, which doesn't do anything other than rotate the top 3 cards of their library, thanks to Leovold. It's prevented from drawing a card. They cannot draw more than 1 card a turn, but they did get to play a Volk in their hand. Do they have K-Command in hand now? And they're not going to use Liliana because of Leovold? Question mark? Oh no, they're just taking up without targeting. Clever. I'm going to Plowshares this Snapcaster Mage to allow us to swing through free with both creatures. We drew Dark Depths, which is kind of unexciting here, really. We're going to equip Jitte to Leovold. We're going to go to combat. We're going to attack Liliana with Leovold and their face with this. And Jitte counters, get a sort of Fire and Ice trigger. Now we get to choose whether we kill Liliana the last step or Narset. I guess killing Narset allows us to draw lots and lots of cards. That's probably better. Because, like, what can they do with Liliana the last step right now? Like, just tick up again? So if they kill Leovold, Narset becomes a lot stronger. Liliana becomes a lot stronger again. I'm going to kill Liliana. Get her out of here. Pass back. We have removal up. We have a Leovold carrying a Jitte. We have an active sort of Fire and Ice. We're in a good spot. K-Command would undo some of this by blowing up one of the equipments, but they can't blow up both. Unless they have double K-Command this turn, which would be pretty strong. They aren't casting anything. That is interesting. So the K-Command now to avoid us drawing the extra card. Clever, clever. Draw more cards here. Should have killed the Narset because it's stronger against K-Command. Live and learn. Discard the sort of Plowshares, obviously. And at this point, I guess we just get Excavator because it's just value. Or we can get Knight of the Reliquary and we can actually combo kill them. That's also pretty strong. We 7 them with the Leovold, put some counters on Jitte and we kill Narset. And we pass back. So even if they can somehow, like, wrath our board, they can't Toxic Deluge because the damage I did to them. We could go and get a Thespian Stage and combo kill them Dark Depths. We got there. We got there. It started off hideously, like, really fucking bad. But sort of Fire and Ice off of Stoneforge Mystic. Well, we didn't even search for it off Stoneforge Mystic. Sort of Fire and Ice got us back in the game. I'm going to trim 1 Plowshares and a Teague to bring in Needle and Assassin's Trophy so we can Needle Planeswalkers. As we know, they're playing Liliana, Jason the Mindsculptor, and Narset. Should have put that in game 2 anyway. Assassin's Trophy is a more versatile removal spell than Swords of the Plowshare. We have 2 colourless sources and a green Dork. This is quite close to being good. If this is a green source, then I'd keep this, but we cannot. They've kept a 7. We're going to keep this. Put on the top, because I assume our Noble Hierarch will die. And we'll read as many lands as we can to cast this bad boy. Okay, Inquisition of Kozilek. Taking our Dork, our Knight that helps with the combo, or Sword of Fire and Ice. All of those are valid takes. I think if I was in their shoes, they had a removal for the Knight, I'd take the Hierarch, but I took the Sword. So, Strix? No, a Ponder. Dark Depths combo is pretty good against the blue mid-range and control decks if you have enough bodies on board. Edicts are the main way of dealing with a 2020 Merit Lage. And they got Thoughtseize. That's the other way of dealing with it, is to take away our knights before we get there. Really hope this does not get forced. I've also given them information about playing the planes they already did not know about, so that was dumb. Should have played the Savannah. Get in for 1, so we're winning. We're winning in terms of life totals and number of permanents on board. So yeah, got them. Luckily they didn't play a Narset there, because that makes Sylvan Library very bad. I think we're going to draw 2 of these cards. Like, I really want a Green Suns for Knight here. We know they haven't got Narset, and they didn't play a Baleful Strix, so is their hand just counter magic? Only one way to find out, I guess. And if they play a Jace, we can just Assassin's Trophy it next turn. If this resolves, then we're loving life. It resolves, so maybe they got removal. Maybe I get a Leovold here. Knight gets us towards the combo, but they've probably got removal, so this gets us better value. Or I can get a turn when it's back and put Knight in my hand. That's also pretty good value. Nah, I'm going to get Leovold. That might be greedy. I'm unsure. If their intention is to slam a Jace, though, it's just not very good here, right? They have to get a red source with this Delta to enable future K commands. No, they did not. Nothing from them. So Leovold does shit on Jace here, real bad. Toxic Deluge for 3. Well, that's a pretty good answer to what I just did, let's be honest. We find Needle and Jitte. Gonna put those back on top of library. Play a Tracker. Assume it resolves. Yeah, play a Dark Depths. So going back to that previous play with a Toxic Deluge, neither Leovold or Knight were correct there against the Deluge. I think Leovold was better against a possible incoming Jace, or any removal for that matter. Where Ewit getting back Knight would have been the strongest play around Wrath Effect. Needle naming Jitte? They can't name Clue, right? Because Clue's not a card name. That's what they've just tried to do. There's a pause here, so perhaps they're trying to name Clue. Thespian Stage does seem like a fair enough name. Leon's Triumph us, which means we lose our Tireless Tracker. We know our top 2 of our top 3 cards. So we really want to find a fetch line amongst these, because we want to find some bodies. We need some creatures. Play a Mother of Ruins. Play a Needle naming. Well, they wouldn't fire this off if they had Liliana in hand, right? But Liliana's the worst card against Mum here. So yeah, Liliana the last hope, because that kills Mum here, where Jace does not. Nothing from them, which means they must just have interaction in hand, right? If they had a Gurmag, they'd slam it. If they had a Jace, they'd slam it. It's got to be interaction. Or red cards. Oh, it could be red cards. We use Stoneforge Mystic to go get the Jitte on top of our library, shuffle away the Mother of Runes, so we can look at a fresh 3 cards next turn, including hopefully some fucking lands. I complained about the lands in game 1, and now I can't draw them even with a fucking Sylvan Library in play. Is that hand just full of K commands? Is that what it is? K commands and Grim Lava Lances and Lightning Bolts. They've got Marsh casualties here. Well, that's a shitter. We can blow up their double black here as well, or we can equip Jitte, or we can play Palace Jailer. Huh, interesting. Okay, let's just slam a Jailer then, right? Like, drawing multiple cards a turn is good, or so I've heard. This is something you force if you have force available and no creature on board. They do not. They could always like randomly snappy, but then we have blockers for that as well. So I'm not going to attack my Stoneforge here in case they have snappy plus removal spell. Because they want to steal this monarchy away from us ASAP. So we've got a one-sided Howling Mine on our side of the board, plus a Sylvan Library, so we have a lot of access to cards. We are on 8 life though, so we need to use Jitter to get our life back up. They've got a red source, so they can now K-Command away our Needle, I guess, which will enable a Liliana. We're going to discard a card and 2 damage to it. We're going to try and burn us out over multiple turns. If we draw a land off a Sylvan Library, we can wasteland them off red and equip Jitter to our Palace Jailer, which feels pretty strong. There you go. Make a Jitte so it can't be countered in case they've drawn it. If they have a removal spell, they have a removal spell, and that's fine, but we don't want them to be able to get a flashed snappy in to steal our monarchy. So we're going to hit them here, which gives us snappy protection from Jitte. Also gives us a load of life gain too. And then we're going to just blow up that red source. Do they flash in a Snapcaster Mage here? They're going to push off Jailer. Sure? Which wouldn't have been able to be done if we didn't wasteland them here. Maybe we should wasteland on upkeep. That would have been more efficient. Sylvan Library finds us the waste that we knew about. A Choke and a Plowshares. Okay. Put on top of library, play this, and attack. We could have kept up Assassin's Trophy there if I'd thought about it for more than a few seconds. Got the Plowshares. End of turn we can crack a clue. They're going to crack their Bloodstained Mire to go and bind a Badlands so they can K-Command again because the amount of red cards... Oh, just Dreadball. Just straight up Dreadball. Okay. Seems legit. Draw a card. Get deeper, deeper, deeper. They didn't tap their islands. They're playing around Choke quite well, which is frustrating. We kind of wish they weren't. Library finds us Knight, Green Sun's Imp, and Vivian. We're going to put those on top of Library. We're going to waste them off red again, and we're going to play Knight of the Reliquary. We have lots of life in the bank on our Jitte, and we have the ability to kill Snapcast Mages. We can almost kill a Gurmag off of our Jitte. We drew Vivian off of our Monarch trigger. God, I feel like I'm having all the value. And there you go. We outvalued the grindy Grixis control in Legacy with Maverick. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my salt initially as they fucking steamrolled us in that first game. Then enjoyed us just like clawing our way back in with incremental value off of Swords of Fire and Ice, Sylvan Libraries, Monarchy triggers, and Tireless Trackers. Yeah, this deck is gas. This deck is fucking gas. Don't forget to check out the link in the description below to pick up your PleasantKenobi t-shirt and support the channel directly via that. Share the video with your friends, drop it a like and comment, let me know what you think of the list. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Ta-ta for now.